What's going on, guys? Legit MHX here, back with another Marvel Spider-Man PS4 video. This one's going to be a short update, small video, because something new has recently dropped. It's the Spider-Man PS4 Funko Pops that have been leaked on Twitter, images of the actual Funko Pop and a list of some of the Funko Pops that they will release. Now, before I do get into the Spidey Squad, me and a bunch of other guys have done, a bunch of other Spidey Squad founders and partners have done a podcast where one of the topics we cover is the actual Spider-Man PS4 Funko Pops. Go check that out. That's an amazing podcast. It's amazing video. It's on the Spidey Squad channel. It'll be linked in the description everywhere. That's an amazing video. Everyone, you know, me, Evan, Vigilante, Spidey Skater Boy, Spidey Bugle, Austin the Spidey fan, Spidey Outcast, everyone discusses the Funko Pops and some other topics as well on the Spider-Man PS4 Spidey Squad first podcast. That's the first ever podcast that we've done on the channel. Go check that out. But this one I'm basically going to go into a bit more detail and talk a bit more about some of the things I thought about afterwards and some ideas, so it's going to be a bit different to that, but that one is the core main thing. We talk about a lot of things on the Funko Pop, so go check that out. But this one's going to be talking about, I'll just show you guys the news. Basically, we got this picture, which you guys should be seeing on screen, which is literally the Spider-Man PS4 Funko Pop, the actual Funko Pop where he's on a stand and he's doing the pose, White Spider, everything, you know. It's a Funko Pop. It looks really cool. Hopefully, maybe I'll buy one when it does release, because it's not released, it's leaked images. You know, it might hint towards marketing and all that, but we cover that in the actual video on the podcast. What I want to look at is this list, where you can actually see some of the Funko Pops that are going to be here. I'm going to read it out. Unmasked Spider-Man White Spider, Spider-Man Mr. Negative Spider-Man White Spider, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Spider-Man Mary Jane with plush, Spider-Man White Spider. Now, obviously, Spider-Man White Spider is just the generic one, the one with the picture. Unmasked Spider-Man White Spider is probably that exact one, but with the head of Peter instead of head of Spider-Man with the mask. The ones that are, we got Mary Jane with plush. That's probably, you know, a Funko Pop of Mary Jane, and maybe a plush toy. I don't know what type of plush toy. Is it a Mary Jane plush toy, or maybe just a normal Spider-Man plush toy? I don't know which plush of what. Not sure, but Mary Jane obviously, and plush of something. Spider-Man Miles Morales, again, it might mean just Miles Morales on his own, or it might mean Miles Morales as Spider-Man. So that might be something that hints towards, I'm not too sure. Maybe Miles Morales has his Spider-Man suit, and maybe that's a Funko Pop. Maybe this Funko Pop can hint towards him having his own suit, or it might just be Spider-Man the game, Miles Morales, which I think might be it, because it has that for Mary Jane. So I don't know why I just thought that. Yeah, it's probably just Miles Morales, not with the Spider-Man suit. But the one that's interesting is the one that I haven't gone through. It's the one with the small font. It's Spider-Man, Mr. Negative Spider-Man, White Spider. Now, so obviously it's Spider-Man the game, but then after the dash has Mr. Negative Spider-Man. Now, if it was just Mr. Negative Funko Pop, then I think it would just be Mr. Negative, like how Miles Morales and Mary Jane is. Except it's Mr. Negative Spider-Man White Spider. Now, another theory that I did have, and a lot of people did have previously, was that Spider-Man, when he does actually get touched by Mr. Negative, he becomes Negative Spider-Man. That's a theory that's happening. You know, at the end of the E3 gameplay, you see Mr. Negative, you know, hold on to Spider-Man. What happens after that? Does he become a Negative Spider-Man? Does he become one of the henchmen of Mr. Negative? You know, does he become in a demon or something like that? Does he turn into a Negative Spider-Man? Maybe this is hinting towards it. Why would it have Mr. Negative Spider-Man? You know, maybe it's Mr. Negative putting his effect on Spider-Man, something like that. And another thing that's interesting is that it has White Spider in bracket. Why would it have White Spider in bracket if there was a version without the White Spider? So what leads me to believe is that there is a Spider-Man in Spider-Man PS4, in the game, not alternate costume or anything, but a normal Spider-Man, maybe when you start the game, that starts out without the White Spider. As you go on, I feel like maybe the E3 gameplay, you know, they might have just done editing, put the White Spider suit on, but as you do that, and then after he becomes Negative Spider-Man, the White Spider suit actually counters the negative effects. I think that's what is going to be sort of the thing going here. That's just a theory. Again, I'm going to let you guys speculate on that, but this was a small video just to, you know, raise sort of these ideas on if there actually is going to be a Negative Spider-Man, because this Funko Pop does say Mr. Negative Spider-Man. You know, that doesn't really make sense. What does that mean, Mr. Negative Spider-Man? You know, I don't know. You guys can Leave your thoughts on this in the comments below. Again, do check that Spidey Squad video out. Podcast has been up. Also, we've done a live stream as well on the community members of the Spidey Squad. That's also really interesting. Go check that out. Subscribe to Spidey Squad. We're almost reaching 1,000. We've got really good growth. But anyways, I'm gonna leave you guys. Really short video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And this was once again Legit MHX signing out.